Hi Stampin' friends, tonight we're going to use the Berry Delightful Designer Series paper and we're going to use several of the stamps that go with it. I'll start by showing you the Berry Blessing stamp set. This is on page 14 of the Sale-A-Bration brochure. So you get this free with a $100 order. It's both the stamp set and the matching designer series paper. This paper is useful with this, but also with the strawberry set that's in the January through June catalog. And so I'm going to try to highlight it for you. I had an incredible difficult time trying to decide what to leave out. So I want to show you so many things. So that actually is what made me a little late tonight. So I'm sorry. So let me show you this paper real quick. It has a lot of great designs. It has this one that I kind of think of it as going woo-woo this way. It has both the raspberries, strawberries, and blueberries in it. The back side of that is this really pretty, almost a gingham-y plaid. It's a summery looking plaid. And then larger strawberries, which you could cut these out with the punch, but then you'd have a problem with the topper, the little topper, because it cuts it separately. And then the back side is another red, a real red plaid. And then we have the blue blueberries, and the back side is a gorgeous diagonal plaid. That's it's really, honestly, it's blueberry bushel, but we don't have that one anymore, so they call it Night of Navy. But yeah, it's a really bright, nice blue. And then we have the raspberries, and the back side of it is little raspberries. So they're like little bits of raspberry. And then we have the back side where it's got the seeds. So that's perfect. I'll show you that in a bit, how I punch that out. And then it has the little front side, which is the small strawberries, kind of like this, with the what I would consider granny apple green. It's kind of bright and cheery. And then we have more raspberries, and then leaves on the back. And that is that paper. I think this will be fun to even, I mean, I'll challenge myself to try to use that paper up, which will be kind of fun, I think. So anyway, that is the paper. And then one last thing showing the stamp set. You can see here, I'm probably not going to do this tonight, but this looks great stamped onto a solid color cardstock. And then you can just create, fold them in half and create a 3D. You could, they have it just stuck down on a box, but, you could go all the way around and make your stems, have two stems on there, and that would be super cute as a 3D kind of hanging off of the top, almost like the tomato and the strawberry pin cushions people used to have all the time. I don't know if people still have those or not, but I have one. So that would look really cute, kind of hanging off of your present or your box or whatever you've made. So, and they have some good sentiments too. Happy birthday, you sweet thing might be my favorite. So that is that. So the first thing I'm going to do is start on one that actually doesn't use the paper, which is strange. But I just wanted to start with I wanted to stamp it in Melon Mambo. So once you've done that, once you've gone to the real red, you really can't go back to the Melon Mambo because it's so dark. So I'm going to start with that. And basically we'll just be seeing how it turns out. So I'm hopeful. I love to just pick out a color combo on Pinterest or something like that and just add things until I'm happy with it, basically. So let's see how this works out. So the first thing I have done, since I'm using this punch, you'll notice that it's a little difficult. You can just put a little edge in and you're still going to get a little bit off, but I wanted to try to stamp and see if it's possible to stamp it on a small enough piece of cardstock that I won't waste a whole bunch out here on the edge. So that was my plan on this. So I'm going to use the Melon Mambo. And the first thing I'm going to do is actually stamp. You'll notice it has kind of a solid stamp, and then it has an over stamp, which is going to be dark, kind of like maybe a brown that would be going in there. So I'm going to start with the kind of the filled in spot. Okay. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and get the soft suede and use it. I hope it's not too dark. We'll see, I guess. right on the top. Let's see how good I do. I can't really see, or how well I do, whichever. Oh yeah, we definitely wouldn't want it any lighter. Let me try one more time. I should have got the espresso. Who knew? Okay, there, I like that better. And then if it doesn't look like it's filled completely, you can always stamp it again. Okay, well, that'll work, I think. So once I've done that, then I am ready to try to punch it out. So you punch it out kind of upside down, like this. So, oh, it cuts an edge on there. Interesting. I was not prepared for that. Cuts an edge of white around it. So, interesting. Wasn't really thinking about it doing that. Maybe why they stamped it in a color, because I don't know about this. So then I just want to choose a green. And so to go with this, I kind of lean towards the, probably the Granny Apple Green, just because of the other colors that I'm using with it. Well, no, let's do pear. I think that might be the way to go. It's hard to decide. I know you can't see the card that I'm going to set it on, so that kind of holds you back too. Okay, so let's see how this goes. And this might have been something I should have used the Stamparatus for, but I kind of wanted to show, you know, it as being easy without the Stamparatus. I'm going to look here for my soft seafoam. No, soft seafoam. I would like to have that one because I feel like this is a little dark. Yeah, here we are. Okay. Oh, I like that look a lot better, because that way you can kind of stamp all around it and not have as much white space. And then you have, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, I'm just kind of stamping it several times, but then you just have the dark showing. I didn't care for it being the exact same color as the dark. So let me punch that in. I'm gonna have to tear that off since it has to slide in from the top. Then I'm just sliding it in and just trying to get it just like I want it. So now I've got this and I've got a little top. If you wanted to sponge around the edges and completely get rid of the white, you could do that. But I mean, it's kind of a cute look with just the white, because I am going to have a white sentiment. That's what I punched out. I didn't think you guys would want to watch me cut all the sentiments and all that kind of stuff. So I did go ahead and do a little bit of that ahead of time. So let's give that a try. Set that where I can get to it. And this is kind of how I was thinking about using it. I considered whether I might want to use a circle or a square and then mount it on there like that. You may disagree with me, but I think I'm going to go with a circle because I think I kind of like how that looks. This. So now I'm going to add some pool party ribbon. Let's see, I've got it stuck down. Let's get it. And this is from the annual catalog. If you're trying to find this, that's where that is. It's going to kind of go across here like that. And then I thought I would add maybe some red as well. The Marvelous Magenta was actually what I intended to use, because I think it kind of blends okay when you're using other light colors. I think it kind of blends nicely. Okay, then let's decide what we think about this. We may not care for that. I don't know. Decisions. Not really sure. And maybe I should have gone with a different color here, but I'm going to just go ahead and use this one and see what I think eventually. Okay, so now I've got that on there. I just need to even it up. Okay, I like that. Looks like it's fairly well lined up. So then we'll just get it mounted on our Melon Mambo. There we are. And then I'm just going to get the ribbon again and just tie maybe a couple of little bows on here, or maybe just one, I don't know. Let's go ahead and imagine putting this on here. So the sentiment says bountiful blessings, and I just thought that was kind of a sweet one to send, like when someone maybe moves into a new house or something like that. This is the lace embossing folder. The reason I like to use it with the strawberries because it has some little flowers, and so I just thought that was kind of a nice, I think it's called Lacy. It's in the annual catalog. So I think it's just kind of a nice one to it's lacy, but then it also has a little bit of a floral kind of thing going on with it too, I think. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get some dimensionals. Pop these up. If these dimensionals look weird, they are the dimensionals from the paper pumpkin. So that is where I get these. I'm gonna kind of go off to the side, kind of a little bit jaunty. And then, okay, that's not one. There we are. And then I'm going to use those small dimensionals just to stick this one on because it's kind of a small guy. So, just don't want to get it too close there where I can't. You want it to at least touch, and it kind of doesn't. So, I think it might be best to go ahead and just cut it in half so that it doesn't stick up too much. And maybe put one on each side. One little bit there. And one little bit there. Probably would be awesome too to go ahead and glue it on with maybe some monomulti green glue. Or I guess you could use your, well, I don't know. That'd be pretty tight to be able to get your Stampin' seal on that. But yeah, I got a little bit on there. Okay, so there we are with that. And then let's just try to see if we can get a bow stuck on here. I kind of think right in the middle might be kind of cute, or just down from the middle. Let me cut it off real quick. This might be the place where I should have tried beforehand to put one of those double bows. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but those are really cute when they have 2 loops. That probably would have been ideal for this, because it would have had more color and more blue. It would have been thicker. So, okay, we've got that. I'll just give it a little trim. I could even put it up there. I think I might like that back. So I went ahead and put some small dimensionals on the sentiment as well. And then I'm just putting bountiful blessings down here at the bottom. So there we go. And then like this, I think I'll leave it kind of up like that. And then just pop it on some dimensionals here. So you can see these cards are cards that you could make if you were in a, if you needed one quickly, you needed a birthday card or something like that. Of course, you'd need to use the different sentiment and a different die to cut it out. But I mean, this would work for a lot of things. It'd be a cute thank you, and it would be a really cute birthday card, I think, just for, whatever. So, okay, so there's that. I just wanted to show a different batch of colors than what we see in the paper. The paper's gorgeous. I don't mean that, but just to show that you don't have to be limited if you don't have the paper. There's still so many cute things that you can do, and you don't have to get all of your colors from the paper. So, anywho, there's that. And next I'm going to go ahead and put up the Melon Mambo because we don't want to accidentally grab it. I might, you never know about me, so we want to get that put up. And there's several colorways that you can make things with. And the first thing I wanted to show was how to punch the different papers with the punch and make a cute little design like that. So, first thing, not the oval punch. There we are. When you're punching this, you'll want to put the bigger part of this at the top. So, that's the way you can tell by some of the other papers that the larger part of the strawberry seed is at the top. The larger, it's kind of like an indentation in the strawberry. That is at the top. So it's not going to look like, this way looks like raindrops. This way looks like maybe teardrops. This is the way, no, that's not how they do either. Anyway, upside down raindrops is what you want. So we don't want to waste this much paper when we go in to punch that. So what I will do when I do this is just make sure that I've got it about like that. and just go ahead and cut my paper off. So then I can probably get 2 more out of this, whereas it would have ruined another one and I would have only been able to get 2. And then I'm just going to take some, well, I'm going to try where I set them. Oh, here they are. A Post-it, and use it to hold on to, you've probably already seen this, but just in case, to hold on to this as I put it into the punch. And then you can see you just punch and it goes through and it's still stuck. The Post-it is still stuck, but you can just remove it. And so you end up with this, and you can get more out of it than you could. See how that is when it's punched out. You can get more out of it than you would have if you hadn't done that. So then I also wanted to show you over here on the back side of this other paper is this really cute, well, in my opinion, I guess I shouldn't speak for everyone, but I think it's cute, gingham. And that makes a cute little topper. So I just slid it in, and I would do the same thing on this. If I were going to cut several, I would do the same punching, on, cutting and then using a Post-it to hold it. So see how I kind of think that's cute together. It just kind of gives it a little more interest than just a plain green topper. So then I'm going to try to use my Stampin' Seal, just a little smidge. I think that worked. And then I'm going to stick it on here. There we are. Okay, so then I'm imagining putting it somewhere like that. And then I'm just going to get some of my pretty paper and my card base. And you can see there that makes kind of a sweet little design. And it was really simple to do. So, with some red ribbon and maybe this little happy birthday, you sweet thing, or a thank you would also be very cute on there like that. And just, the ribbon, there's numerous ways you can do the ribbon, but, and I wanted to show this as well. You can always use different sizes. You don't have to use the only size. Just a small edging can look cute and different on a card too, and give it kind of a different look than you might normally think of, if that makes sense. And that can also look really nice on white. Let's see, I've got some white down here. That looks really striking when you put the thin edge on against a white background when you're making like a thick white cardstock. That can look really cute and different too. So, but tonight I'm kind of wanting to focus on these papers, so I think I will go ahead and add some red ribbon. And you can see here that this red is not actually the real color that's in this paper, but it still looks great with red. So I'm just slipping this around the edge. And then when I have it stuck down, I'm going to put a little more over the top just to keep it adhered and make a surface for adhering it to the card there. Okay, so then I'm ready to straighten it up. I always like to do that just to be sure that it isn't strange on there. Oh, and I got a little too much, back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. All right, so now I'm ready to get it stuck on. And you could use dimensionals for this too. I'm just doing this because it's probably quicker in my mind. So, and I think I like the bigger thing. Now, one thing you can also do is turn it like this, and have your strawberry there, and you could even put your thank you here, and that would add. You could put a red, just a regular red rectangle under this, and that would make it pop even more. So I think that is probably how I would like my card. And then I'm just going to go ahead and make a little red bow over here. I don't think you can see what I'm doing. I'm just tying like I'm tying a shoe, but of course it's not quite like that because it's just tying a knot in a regular match of ribbon. There we go. And then all I want to do now, this ribbon is, you don't have to worry about which is the front and which is the back on this ribbon. So that is super nice. So then you could put this little bow at the top, or you could put it at the bottom. So either one's going to be super cute. And we have some little heart. I mean, they're really for Valentine's Day, but we have some of these cute little heart embellishments. They're called resin hearts. And either the white or the red, I think, would be really cute on here, on this corner. The white kind of fades away. I think I'll use the red. I'll just put two little hearts up in the corner. Okay, there we go. Cute enough. So anyway, you can see how I would put together this particular card and do it even more quickly than the other one, really. So there's that. And then now let's go ahead and try to stamp again. And I'll use, this time I think I better go ahead and reach for my early espresso if we want to be able to see those seeds. And I'll try stamping a couple of those before I move on to the background, I mean to the filler piece of the stamp. All right. And then we're ready for the real red. So I'll grab this, a good stamp. I don't want it to still look like it has Melon Mambo on it. Ink it up well. Ooh, that definitely doesn't look like it has Melon Mambo on it. It looks really dark. Okay. And then one more. Wow, I don't know why that looks so dark. Oh, it's real red. Okay. Who knows? It's always good to check. All right, so now I'm ready to try to punch this. I think I still might want to go ahead and clip it right there because I think it might get my edge of this, possibly. That aside. And then let's get our green pieces. So on this, I was thinking that it looked like it might kind of go with just jade. So I thought I would try that one as the outline color. Kind of a blue-green. It's a little bit 60s like. And then go ahead with the light. And I'm just stamping this twice because I like it light, but this is almost a little bit too light, so. So now I'm just going to imagine this again. I think this one would look really cute on a base that has the just jade with this. That could be really pretty. But I think I'm probably just going to go with some red again. So I'm just putting a little bit of Stampin' Seal again, right here. And on this one. Turn this around. And then I cut this one this way just for fun. Usually I cut the other direction, but I just thought that might be kind of cute. Another way to do this would be to, if you cut it, I considered cutting it this way and then leaving an edge so that I could go across. You know, it would look really cute with this and a band all the way across. You know, just another option, like across here, like this. So, and I might just go ahead and do that. I've got this little cutter. It's so handy for this. And I apologize for using something that you all can't get right now, but hopefully they'll make it available sometime because it's so handy. All right, so there you can see that. And then I think that I will use my red stitched ribbon. This is the ribbon that goes with the puppy dog set from last summer in the annual catalog. I think I will use that on there. I think that would be, it's kind of a little bit smaller than the other one, so I think it would look cute with it. Gosh, I may have to cut it, get the tape to come out. Okay, there we go. Okay. So I'm just going to cut this across here. And then, well, I'm going to have to be careful I don't get it twisted around. Put that right there. And then some more on this side. I believe this is cut to 5.5 rather than to 5 1/4. So it may look like it's hanging off the edge to you, and if it doesn't, you know, you can just cut it to 5 1/4 if that's what you prefer. So I'll just kind of get it lined up here. No, I guess it is 5 1/4, so that's good. And then I'll just, and I should definitely do this, you know, use my edging here to get it as straight as I can so that I don't have to worry that it isn't straight. And I'll be ready to put it on the card. I'm going to use dimensionals this time just because I can. So you could set it on there like this, or put two, whoops, we don't want to put that dimensional on there, put 2 little strawberries on there like that, and then do the little happy birthday you sweet thing on the side, and then maybe tie either a knot or a bow. Let's decide which one we like. Let's try just a knot and see what we think. I might be feeling like a bow. Okay, I think I like the bow, so I'm just going to go ahead and get a glue dot and stick that little dude on. Looks like maybe right there. All right. And then I don't think I really need to go ahead and stick this down. I can do it later. I think you all can see basically the general idea of what I'm going for with this card. So we just have one card left, so if you're getting tired, try to hang on for the last card. What I was doing with it was the blueberries, and I just kind of wanted to do some experimenting with what I thought was, well, the cutest or whatever. I did several different thoughts, and I just couldn't decide which one I really preferred. So you could certainly take this and line it up pretty much just like I did the last one. You could put any of this. See how well this stuff coordinates? I don't mean to keep talking about it, but there's so many easy ways to make a card with this. It's just so simple. Okay, so this is the blueberry paper with the blueberry on the back. And then I think the next thing I want to do is just stamp my blueberry. There's an entire, in that set, there is an entire blueberry bush almost, a way to stamp it with the fill-in piece and the outer lining piece. So I'm going to use just jade for the liner, the outside. And while I'm at it, I probably better go ahead and do 2 in case I make a grave error. Okay, so there is the, woo, we don't want you to fall over. Just jade. And then I'm going to do the soft seafoam on here. Just kind of add some color. I think this might matter if I get it right or not. So we'll just hope for the best here. Oh, that's okay. Not bad at all. Do another one. All right. There we are. And then I'm just going to get one of these guys and wrap it up because it's got some ink on the side there. I don't want to get it anywhere else. Okay, so there you can see that. And then I'm going to try to use the Balmy Blue and the Moonlight Mist to stamp some blueberries on here. So it has the blueberries kind of, I think I'm going to have to pull that off and put it on when I'm finished. Kind of on here like this, like this one's just kind of behind, but I'm a little concerned about getting them exactly where I want them to be. So we shall see how that turns out. All right, everybody hold your breath. We'll see what we think here. Not too bad. And I'll go ahead and try here. All right. So even after we go back in and color this with color, you could go back in with a marker or a blender pen and go ahead and make those, I don't know what you call that part of a blueberry, the little scrunchy star part. You could make that a little bit darker when you get to that point. So go ahead and peel this off and put these on there. Balmy blue. And I use the Misty Moonlight just because sometimes my particular night of navy can be really, really dark. So that's why I use the Misty Moonlight. All right, so there you can see I've got kind of some light colored. If I wanted, I could probably go in with the Misty Moonlight, and the way these are kind of the distinctive ones, so I could probably get that done without making it look too dark. So as another option. And then you can see here, I can just mount it on this. I might go ahead and do that. There we are. So then, and I don't think this paper necessarily has a direction, so it could be cute like that. And then maybe that like that. I'll see what you think about that. And then this little thank you. I can always use thank you cards. I know that no one else needs them as much as I do, but the birthday would be super cute on there. Happy birthday, you sweet thing. Almost after I did this, I kind of thought maybe that goes more with strawberries, because sometimes blueberries need sugar before they're very sweet. But that can make a pretty striking little thank you. I think that's kind of nice. So what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and put, now let's be honest, the green ribbon may be the better choice because it will allow it to really pop. So I'll show you and let you all decide which ribbon you think is the cutest with this. I'm going to grab the Misty Moonlight, and then I'm going to try to find the green, the Just Jade, which we use. You can see which one you think it, you know, if you're trying to go monochrome, you could certainly do that with the Misty Moonlight, but this has kind of a pop too. I'll have to go ahead and cut this as well. I think I'm going to probably go ahead and pop this on dimensionals. Let's see, I do want to try to make it look, well, I don't think it has a direction on here. So, all right, there we go. Sometimes I like to put one in the middle too, and this is a little bit, it's not exactly thin, but just sometimes I feel like I might be putting more pressure because I'm going to have a lot of things in the middle. So it might be nice to have it in the middle. Sometimes I like to leave a little extra, like if I'm going to have this be 4 across, I like to have it be 4 and just a little bit in inches. So this paper cutter does allow me to do that. Just get it a smidge more, not even an 1/8 or 1/16. It's probably a 32nd. So it's just a little bit bigger so that you don't ever want to see over here on the side anything kind of hanging out the edge. Okay, so now that we've got that, let's put our jade on there. And then just this across both sides. Okay, there we are. And I'll just go over these again. And then let me get everything back so I can kind of see what I'm doing. I think I would like it like that. So that's probably a fine spot. There we are. And then I'll take the backs off these dimensionals. Give them a toss. And try to line that up. There we go. And then here with my thank you. And this is just, the thank you is just from the rectangles. So it's super simple to get, the rectangles out of the big catalog. So I kind of like the way that looked. The Y is a little bit down into the stitching, but that didn't bother me very much. I thought it was still plenty cute. So you can see here, this is my blueberry card, and I just put it on the card base backwards, so I'll get that fixed. But that's the blueberry. And then we had the strawberry with the thank you. It was up like this, kind of like that. And then we had our other strawberry that were stamped like this. And I may redo those strawberries and just see if I can get a lighter red to come out. Maybe use, I have an old pad that is the linen topped real red, and that might put less ink into the stamp so that I can get it to be a lighter color. And then we had, oops, I've got this one all jumbled up. That's why I should have went ahead and put it together. But you remember this one with the, where we punched it out of the paper to show that you could use just the paper if you wanted to. And I'll get that one put together to show you all as well. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.